woensdagavond. Dit is Hiphop Highschool.
9 uur geweest en dat betekent dat het tweede uur van Hiphop Highschool is aangebroken. En dat is niet zomaar een uur, want we beginnen meteen te praten met iemand uit Amerika. We hebben hem aan de lijn gekregen en als het goed is, hebben wij het genoegen met Stezo. Good evening, are you there, Stezo?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Everything's all right here. We're playing hip hop, so everything's good right here.
Yeah, what's happening though, man? What's going on, y'all?
Well, we got some live artists in the studio, so we're making a big mess out of everything, and that's just what this is all about. But I would like to take you back down memory lane. You started off as a dancer for EPMD.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was 1988. I met the guys in '88 at this club in Connecticut called Brickwood. Mm-hmm. And they had You're a Customer and It's My Thing out. And I was a big fan of the record, so I said, let me go to the club and see these guys, man. And they had some dancers, these two dancers, and they weren't too good, so me and my boy had some routines. And we went out there while they was performing and just bogarted the show, man. And been with the boys ever since, man. You know, it was crazy.
So what was it like back in the day, you know, going to all the hip-hop shows and, you know, performing as a dancer?
Yeah, well, it was fun because I was really into the dancers. You know, I got a chance to see, you know, all of the Big Daddy Kanes, the Biz Markies, the Stetsasonics, the MC Searches, all of those guys. You know, I got a chance to see all of those guys, you know, grow up in the same club because we all used to hang at the clubs, Latin Quarters, Rooftop, Union Square, and those were the hip-hop clubs. And, like, dancing was big back then. So if you know how to dance, you know, you was one of the cats that get all the girls, probably was one of the dressers and stuff. So you had to have some dancing skills back then, you know?
But then it turned 1989, I'm sorry. 1989, and you were like, I've been a dancer for long enough, I can do this, and you signed with Sleeping Bag Records to make your debut album, Crazy Noise.
Yep.
How did that change your life?
Oh, man, it was good timing, man. I was at the right place at the right time. Virgil Sims was the head of A&R at Sleeping Bag Records, and, you know, I was on tour with EPMD, and, you know, so I was kind of used to performing in front of like 20,000 people. Mm-hmm. So what I did was, I told them, you know, I was rapping for maybe 2 years before that, but I didn't really consider myself as a rapper. But I just told them, I said, you know, I was so close and in touch with the record label. I said, hey, man, what if I make a demo and bring it to you guys? And so a couple of weeks later, I brought a demo up. They liked it, and they said, you know, it was all marketing, too, because it was like you used to dance for EPMD and everything. So, yeah, you'll sell some records because everybody knows your face. They know you for that dance and everything. So we put one and one together and made two. And then, then we came up with that hot track, It's My Turn, man. And, we didn't even know what we was making at the time. We didn't even know that record was going to be a classic like it is today.
Yeah, it is. It is. But, and then it became a bit silent. It took you about 5 years to 1994 before you released Bop Your Head.
Yeah, well, what we did was the label went out of business 1990. You know, and they filed bankruptcy and they sold off their catalog and everything. But I still owned half of my publishing, and I went back and got my masters, you know, from the label and everything. So, you know, I was like one of the smart ones on the label that really tracked my stuff down. But I was kind of cautious to sign another record deal because, you know, everybody wanted to put this image on me and make me like an East Coast MC Hammer. And I was like, I'm no East Coast MC Hammer. I'm no MC Hammer, you know? No. I was hip-hop. I did graffiti. You know, I had lyrics. I was a crate digger. I used to dig in the crates for them beats. We sampled. You know, we was really into the culture. So it wasn't like, you know, they was trying to make me some commercial-type rapper, dancer-type dude, and I wasn't with that. So
nah, I can imagine.
Really get a record there. Yeah.
So if I'm listening to this, you kind of like did all of the 5 pillars.
Yeah.
You did the dancing, the writing, lyricism.
Yeah.
Are you also familiar with the turntablism?
Oh, man, that was the first thing I did. I used to take the old component sets before turntables even came out.
Cool.
Like, people would throw out their old component sets, and I would take the turntables out and build my own coffin, and like made a little coffin and hooked the wires up to a realistic. Remember the Radio Shack realistic mixers? I used to hook that up to it, man. Have a room full of company. We'd be in there scratching on some homemade turntables. It was crazy.
Cool, yeah. Cool. And then after the follow-up album, Where's the Funk At? There is, and maybe you can help us out with that. In 2005, it is said that you released your third album, CT.
Yeah, well, all of those albums I was putting out independent because, you know, it felt good because you could put something out when you wanted to and how you felt, and you didn't have to be monitored. Didn't nobody have to tell you, no, well, we don't like that record. Well, you're too conscious on that record, or you're too gangster on this record, this and that. You got to put out whatever you wanted to put out. So that was the fun thing. And because I was running a barbershop, I had a barbershop at a beauty salon for like 17 years. Mm-hmm. I was running my business. That was paying my bills, and I really stayed focused on my business and my family, man. So, you know, I've been married 25 years, you know, my kids are grown now, you know. So, you know, me and my wife right now, we just enjoying ourselves in the South.
Exactly. Exactly. But the thing that I would like to have some help with is that we've talked to a lot of people and nobody's able to seem to get their hands on this CT album. Where is it at?
Yeah, I still have all the masters and everything. I kept a few copies. I kept things sealed and stuff. Yeah, I kind of left a treasure chest for my family, my kids and stuff. They help for me, you know, why I'm still here. So, you know, I got all that stuff though, you know, and what we did was we just sold maybe about 3,000 or 4,000 CDs. But it was mainly locally the tri-state, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, in that area. So it didn't really go everywhere. It was just stuff I was putting out just for my satisfaction, you know? Okay.
Any chance that we might get our hands on the CT album?
Oh, man, I'll send you a whole collection. I'll send you Stezo's greatest hits, man, stuff that ain't never been heard. A song with me and K Solo, Tension Off the Chest, we put out in 98, 99. And actually him and Eric Sherman took Redman and K Solo and did a song together. And Solo, K Solo said the same lyrics on my record, Tension Off the Chest, as that record. So, you know, he got the idea for what me and K Solo did before that record. So it was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of stuff stolen, though. I'll tell you that.
It all sounds very good and exciting. What is Stezo working on at the moment?
Oh man, Stezo is just working on. I have a whole history of tracks, and I'm sitting on at least 600 or 700 original tracks. Man, I still make music. I do it for fun. A lot of people keep telling me to get back into it, but I'll do old school shows here and there. Cats call me, you know, for some shows. But I'm just basically a family man sitting back, chilling, running my businesses. I got a couple of businesses. I got a clown business for the kids, and I have my barbershop out here in Charlotte. So, you know, yeah, that's all. Just relaxing, man, enjoying life, man. People call me for some hip-hop. I come through and do a show and still rock the stage and dance for them, you know.
Cool stuff.
Other than that, living life, man.
Yeah. Well, do remember, if Stezo ever gets back into the game, be sure to let us know because we want to hear all about it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Well, I just finished the documentary. I'll be sending it to you guys. Me and the original group Skull Snaps, where I got the beat from, we did our own documentary maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And it took us a year to film it. I introduced them to Premier, Pete Rock, Eric Sherman, all of the people that used the sample. And we did a documentary. And, you know, the original group is called The Diplomats.
Yeah.
But they changed their name to Skull Snaps. That's why everybody knows that beat as a Skull Snaps beat. But we finished the documentary, and we did a couple of songs together, too. Those are new, you know, Skull Snaps and Stezo together doing records. And these guys are in their 70s and 80s, and they're still rocking. So, you know, I got some of that stuff I can definitely get to you guys.
Cool. Yeah, we would definitely like to hear all about that. But Stezo, we have to get on with the show because we also have artists live that want to perform, of course. But before you leave us, we are going to let you enjoy one of your own songs featuring Skull Snaps, and it's called Amazing. Thank you very much for your time, Stezo.
All right, thanks, man.